Okay, it's time. Here's my NFP signal for today and what you need to do. So pay attention. Today is non-farm payroll, NFP, the almighty NFP. So what is NFP? NFP stands for non-farm payroll, which are the total number of jobs generated in the United States out of the agricultural sector. So jobs like mining, like construction, any job which is out of the agricultural sector is known as a non-farm payroll job. Okay, for last month, we had almost about 256 jobs that were created, non-farm payroll jobs that were created last month. But for this month of January, they are forecasting 169,000 jobs. And remember, since they are forecasting 169,000 jobs, if the value that is released today is more than 169,000, then we expect a positive NFP. It means it's going to be positive for the United States dollar. And anything less than 169,000, it means it's going to be negative for the United States dollar. That's what we're going to be using for our decision. But now the irony is the data is going to be released at the moment where the news is released. So you need to be able to predict before the news is released. So let's talk about the prediction. Now, is the data going to be more than 169,000 jobs created or less than 169,000 jobs created? This is my analysis. Remember, that's my own point. This is my own analysis. Do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. My analysis has been correct. In short, on TikTok, my analysis has been correct 100% of the time. All the predictions I've given about NFP on TikTok, they've been correct 100% of the time. But I'm not saying I know this 100, I know this is going to happen. I'm just saying it based on data I have on my computer, based on the factors I have at my disposal to do my own analysis. So please make sure you always do your own due diligence. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Let's talk about the analysis. The one I have almost about 5 points that I use to do my analysis, 5 to 8 key indicators that I use to do my analysis to ascertain if NFP is going to be positive or negative. The main one that I'm just going to be using, because I can't go through all the 8 points now, right? So the main one I'm going to be using is ADP non-farm employment change. All right, ADP non-farm employment change. So you can just go up just to understand a little bit what ADP non-farm employment change stands for. But what you need to know is ADP non-farm employment change is a precursor to NFP. All right, and ADP non-farm employment change is a precursor to NFP, meaning in most cases, if the data for ADP non-farm employment change for that month is higher, you expect the NFP for that month to also be higher. So let's talk about the data. ADP non-farm employment change for the month of January was 183,000 jobs were created in the private sector. And remember, ADP non-farm jobs just stands for jobs that are created specifically in the private sector, like maybe lawyers, like maybe attorneys, and like strictly in the private sector, right? So those jobs, we saw a rise of 183,000 private jobs in January, surpassing the forecasted value of 148. So we saw a positive ADP non-farm employment change in January, which is also predicting, which is likely high probability of prediction that NFP for the month of January is also going to be higher than forecasted. So we're going to be expecting a higher than forecasted NFP. We're going to be expecting the data to be more than 169,000 jobs created. So with all that being said, in summary, we are expecting NFP to be positive for the United States dollar. We are expecting NFP to be green for the United States dollar. Since we are expecting NFP to be positive for the United States dollar, what are we supposed to do? Which currency pairs are we supposed to trade, or what direction are we going to be taking? Good. Any currency pair that has the United States dollar as the base or the primary currency pair, we're going to be buying. Currency pairs like USD JPY and USD CAD, USD CHF, any currency pair that has the United States dollar as the base currency or the primary currency, we're going to be buying. All right. Any other currency pair that has the United States dollar as the secondary or the quote currency, we're going to be selling. So we're going to be selling gold. We're going to be selling gold. We're going to be selling Euro USD. We're going to be selling Great Britain Pound USD. So that's my prediction for NFP. You guys have been waiting, and yes, that's my prediction for NFP. I'm not saying I'm the God when it comes to it, but that's just my analysis. So make sure you do your own due diligence. Make sure you trade with proper risk management and let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Share this video with someone and make sure you share your experience.